gentlemen, episode
We're doing it.
We're doing it right now. We're doing it live. No, we're not.
Live.
Well, it's live for us. It's not
or
for
is
you.
it Member X?
What?
It's an old Member X VHS tape.
Oh. Well, it's neither of those right now because right now it's the midweek wrap-up. Finishing up episode 141 of the Wrestling Rundown.
Absolutely.
Talking about NXT all by itself because Lucha Underground still ain't back on. One thing I want to mention before we get into this, we found out today Heidi Lovelace now has her NXT name. I guess she's been going by her real name for a while now, but she will be, from this point on, known as Ruby Riott. And there's a screenshot popping up. I believe she was at tonight's tapings, so we might see her on TV here pretty soon, which would be pretty awesome.
Because we've already seen Kimberly once.
Yeah, we've seen Kimberly once. Heidi she hasn't even had a jobber match yet, so maybe we'll be seeing Ruby Riott do a jobber match here pretty soon, or maybe she'll just get pushed straight onto the main roster. You never know. We'll find out. But speaking of ladies, we actually opened NXT with a triple threat match to determine who's going to face Asuka next week for the NXT Women's Championship.
You know, far be it from me from knowing everything, but since this was kind of like the only advertised match from last week, I almost expected this to be the main event this week.
I did too, but in hindsight, knowing how the rest of the night went, I think they paced the night really well. This was a great way to kick off the action, and I'm sure this was the last bit of the last tapings, so they needed something that was going to get people re-energized for the rest of this. And Peyton Royce, Liv Morgan, and Ember Moon in a triple threat match, doing very well for the women's division. All representing why they deserve a shot against Asuka.
Liv Morgan keeps improving.
Yes, she does.
I enjoy that.
Her little her step around head scissors she did on Ember Moon was fucking awesome. They started with some really good three-way spots. The tactics in this was to constantly get Ember Moon out of the ring.
Yeah,
she was the biggest threat.
Yeah, it's sensible. She hasn't been beaten in NXT yet, so if you get her out of the ring and make a one-on-one between Liv Morgan and Peyton Royce, it's...
And I'm pretty sure she's beaten both Liv Morgan and Peyton Royce in singles matches, if I'm not mistaken.
As far as I know, Ember Moon, I think, has beaten every, mainstay roster female except for Nikki Cross, because they haven't had a one-on-one match, and Asuka.
Yeah. So, the list of people who Ember Moon hasn't beaten is much smaller. We had some great spots. We had, early on, Tom that talked about how Billie Kay was at ringside and she could legally get involved on behalf of Peyton Royce because it is a triple threat match. So you had that as
qualification.
Yeah, you had that as a variable on the outside, and it was just
which paid off because at one point Ember Moon tried to dive onto both ladies on the outside, and Billie Kay pulled Peyton Royce out of the way.
Yeah,
and she landed solely on Liv Morgan.
And not only that, but it actually worked in Peyton's favor at the end of the match because Billie Kay got involved, seeing Ember Moon going to the top rope. Ember ends up hitting the Eclipse on Billie Kay. Billie Kay rolls out. Liv Morgan takes the advantage and shoves Ember Moon out of the ring once more. But that allows Peyton Royce to hit a running knee strike and then a bridging fisherman suplex. And Peyton Royce is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship and will face Asuka next week.
And I think Alicia Fox and her Northern Lights suplex with the bridge finally has some competition.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Royce, she knows how to bridge on those suplexes, and that was a hell of a bridge.
She's leggy.
Yeah, the tall girls, they have the advantage. They have all that extra length in their legs. We actually had Peyton and Billie comment on the match that is going to be happening next week. Peyton thinking she should already be the champion, but Nikki Cross, caused that to not happen.
Yeah.
And next week they're going to prove they're going to take the title down under. They're going to take it back to Australia.
Man, I don't want to be that title.
Right? So bad. So yeah, look forward to that next week. We have a bunch of stuff that's happening next week. Patrick Clark is going to be in
action. Patrick Clark experience.
Wow, that was quite the vignette we saw.
You know what though?
His third eye shades.
The few like short bits he's had on NXT already, I've been sold on the character and kind of disappointed he hasn't been on TV.
Yeah, I think initially when we got that like Prince type of character that one time, that was the first TV test run of it, and I think now he's just been working on it. So I'm really interested to see what he's done to develop the character, and we'll find out next week. We don't know who he's going against. But we also have a tag team title match as the Authors of Pain will defend against DIY.
2 title matches.
So yeah, title matches galore next week. We also had Ty Dillinger make a quick comment about how Sanity keeps saying that he belongs with them, and Eric Young's making some little remarks here and there, and Ty's like, I have a direction, I have an agenda, and it doesn't involve Sanity. What's Ty Dillinger's agenda? We don't know. We might find out next week.
Potentially, but I don't think we're going to find out until he's taking care of the Sanity problem.
Yeah. So he might have to... I mean, he seemed very grateful that he had the help of Roderick Strong and No Way Jose, but it didn't seem like he necessarily needed them. So he might be doing a one-man crusade against Sanity, which might not work out well for Ty. But he can try. We also... One of our other matches, we had Pete Dunne versus Mark Andrews.
Yes, the first time they've ever been in America, apparently.
Shut up, Tom. Holy shit, this match was fucking awesome.
Yeah, this was,
This was so good.
Replicating the chemistry they had in the semifinals of the UK Championship.
I think this was even better than their match in the UK tournament. And granted, they didn't have to wrestle prior to this match, so that might have helped. But yeah, no, this match was... I felt like this was far and away anything they did during the UK tournament.
I don't know. I have to go back and watch the UK tournament match because that was probably my favorite or second favorite match of the entire
tournament. I'm not taking anything away from the match itself. I feel like they were trying to prove something here. The fact that they were in NXT, they were at the breeding ground of WWE.
Yeah.
I think they had more of a reason to prove something.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's the same thing why Tyler Bate and Trent Seven went so all out last week.
Absolutely.
Is they're probably not going to be like on NXT super frequently.
Yeah.
I'd imagine, or on like American soil television frequently. So they're going to make the best of the times that they do have.
Yeah. And they're keeping the Pete Dunne William Regal feud going. There was a quick promo that came out last week about William Regal telling Pete Dunne that the things that he did in the UK tournament aren't going to fly in NXT because William Regal is the authority figure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, these guys, you had everything in this match. There was so much to choose from in this match. I loved one of my favorite ones was Pete Dunne stopping the second rope Asai moonsault to the outside twice.
Yeah.
And the first one, he caught Andrews, and then Andrews turned that catch into an arm drag, and then Dunne Dunne just moved out of the way of the second one, and then ended up giving him the big suplex where he ended up landing on his ass on the apron.
Yeah.
And the fact that he got a full rotation out of that suplex is just ridiculous. And yeah, no, it was just if you haven't watched this match, watch this match. Watch this episode of NXT because it was really good. But Mark Andrews kept trying to go for those high-flying moves, and if we've learned anything from NXT or WWE television, high-risk moves usually cause the end of matches. And after multiple attempts at the bitter end from Pete Dunne stopped the shooting star with the knees, got up, and finally hit the bitter end and defeated Mark Andrews. Holy shit. Sign these guys. I want to see more of them on my television.
Yeah, sign these guys. I wouldn't mind. Especially Pete Dunne.
Yeah. I think if I had to pick one, I'd rather Pete Dunne got signed.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, I'm really nervous about Mustache Mountain being signed. Because they are the Chikara Tag Team Champions.
Yeah,
right now.
I don't think either of them are gonna. I don't think either of them have a reason to get signed right away. I think with the fact that they, I mean,
essentially other than the fact that Tyler Bate won their belt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's about the only connection. And I don't know. They were trying to keep that really separate. They're trying to.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep the UK Championship. It's affiliated, but it doesn't mean that the person is signed to the company. And so yeah, I mean, keep Mustache Mountain out there as kind of a hey, here's the WWE essence out in the indie world.
Could be like an ambassador of sorts in the UK.
That's not a bad gig to have. But yeah, sign some of these guys. I want to see it. I'm hoping Wolfgang is on the next set of tapings.
See, I was pretty sure I heard that Wolfgang was on this set of tapings, but maybe he was just like a dark match or something.
Maybe. But yeah, I'd like to see Wolfgang.
Giving him a tester before they decide to put him on television.
Probably a good idea.
Again.
But we finished our night with our main event, the NXT champion Bobby Roode taking on No Way Jose. Crowd very vocal for this match.
Yes.
Despite how over Bobby Roode is, they were firmly on the side of No Way Jose.
Yeah, Bobby Roode initially gets the good pop, and it's strictly, I think, for the entrance, for the song and the thing. And then they know him now as okay, he's got a flashy entrance with an extremely catchy and epic theme.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as that's over, he's a bad guy, through and through.
Right.
You don't like him because he cheats. He injured Shinsuke. He's the champion. We don't want him to be champion, so boo.
Yeah. And No Way Jose is just extremely popular on NXT as well. So
a man with a very infectious personality.
Yes. So he was definitely the babyface in this match. They had really good chemistry together.
It's not the first time they've faced off because it was Bobby Roode's kind of introductory feud into NXT.
Yeah.
You know, he said nice head.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Speaking of other random references that were made during this match, the crowd chanting Shiba Inu as Bobby Roode.
That's what. He's a Japanese dog. So Shinsuke called him before Takeover.
Yeah.
No, it's just it wasn't.
I want to know which member of the NXT audience brought that back around.
Very, very attentive. I mean, it is Full Sail, and it's probably there's probably a good section of people.
I'd imagine half the people that are the NXT champions are there in every single one.
Yeah, when it's in your hometown, you have a good chance of going fairly frequently.
Yeah. I mean, I would do it.
I would too. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a big, epic match or anything. It was a really solid match. It was. Is this Bobby's first match as champion?
Yes.
Wow. First match since winning the championship. So we got to see him in action. No Way Jose, I think, got a little bit of a rub here. This was probably one of his best matches.
Yeah.
He's definitely moving up in the world of where he is on the card. He's becoming more and more important in storylines, which is good. But he finally got to hit his wind-up punch, and it was when Bobby Roode jumped off the second rope, and he caught Bobby in the face, and Bobby rolled to the outside. So No Way Jose had to exert a bunch of energy to go out to the outside, pick Bobby Roode up, and shove him into the ring. All the while, Bobby Roode was playing possum the whole time because while No Way Jose was getting back in the ring, he stepped through directly into the glorious DDT, and Bobby Roode picks up the win, but wasn't quite done.
Nope, he is now adopting to use that half crab that he used to help his injury of Shinsuke along the way during the championship match at the last Takeover.
Yeah, he likes to get some torque on that submission.
A high-angled half crab, if you will.
But he wouldn't have the submission on for very long.
No.
Because he would be stopped by the returning Cassius Ohno.
Which is kind of funny because we had the vignette earlier tonight for the return of Cassius Ohno.
Yeah.
Which didn't specify when he was going to return.
Very clever. Cassius Ohno comes out, runs him out of the ring real quick. Bobby gets mad, asks him who he thinks he is, and he's like, well, the crowd knows who I am. And I know you know who I am. And
oh no, you know who we are.
What?
That wasn't part of the promo?
No, I don't think so.
Space it out.
Alright. Essentially what it was Cassius Ohno has unfinished business. He wants a shot at the NXT Championship. Bobby Roode's like, well, I'm a fighting champion. We can do the match right now. Okay, let's do the match right now. Take your jacket off. Okay. Attack from behind, which didn't last very long for Bobby Roode because Cassius turned it around pretty well with some major elbows, eventually running the champion off and
throwing his shoe at him.
And throwing the shoe at him.
Which got the biggest pop of the whole thing.
I don't think I've ever seen a shoe get more of a pop than it got here. But yeah, Cassius's shoe fell off.
Oh no,
somewhere.
his shoe fell off.
Oh no, his shoe fell off somewhere in the scuffle. So he just picked it up and hucked it at Bobby Roode as he got out of the ring. And yeah.
Well, that was his setup for the clothesline over the ropes.
Oh yeah. God. Oh man. So yeah. So Cassius Ohno officially back on NXT.
Jumping right into the title picture.
Yeah.
As is like the trend for the new people now.
Yes.
Like ever since Kevin Owens debuted, it's now the new guy just kind of gets to cut in line.
especially if you're well known on the indies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens gets to jump in line. Shinsuke gets to jump in line. Joe gets to jump in line.
And now Cassius Ohno.
Roode got to jump. Yeah.
Roddy tried, and then failed.
Yeah.
And now Cassius Ohno gets to do it. So.
We can kind of see what potentially will be the TakeOver Orlando main event in bloom right now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Are you thinking one-on-one or are you thinking triple threat?
I'm thinking one-on-one.
Oh, okay. What's Shinsuke gonna do?
Wrestle Joe at Mania.
Really?
No idea.
Oh,
To be
shit.
completely honest. No, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Shinsuke again until after WrestleMania weekend.
Nah, he's gonna be back in the next couple weeks. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back before Takeover. He's going to be at Takeover.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee it because they've been showing the progression of his rehab on his injury, and we actually saw one during this show where he was actually like kicking a heavy bag.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be showing him doing pictures of that if he's not coming back fairly soon. That's something you don't really do if you're still nursing a decent while on an injury. So. I see Shinsuke coming back in at least 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they end up setting up for TakeOver. We're getting very, very close. By the time this video goes up, we'll be 38 days away from WrestleMania weekend. Holy shit.
We'll be like 35 days away from the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Like 38 days from
38 days from WrestleMania
itself.
So 37 days away from TakeOver, 36 from the Hall of Fame, and then 35 until the day before the whole shit kicks off. But that's it for NXT.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Can't
wait for next week.
Exactly. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click all the links.
There's a lot of those links leading you to the social medias in which we would like to contact you. We would like you to contact us with.
That's the one.
We want to talk. We want to chat. We want to be buddy-buddy with y'all.
By the way, we had a great comment a couple days ago on our indie news from Muhammad Dazer, I believe or Daler or something. He was very appreciative of our video, the indie news, a couple days ago, talking about the different wrestlers dressing up as each other and talking about the stuff there. So thank you for comments like that. We appreciate comments like that. But we also want to talk about wrestling. What do you guys think is going to be Shinsuke's role at TakeOver? What do you think the title match is going to be? Is it going to be Shinsuke, Ohno, and Roode? Is it going to be...
I don't think it's going to be a three-way match for the title because I think they're still planning on the three-way for the tag belts.
Wow. What if it's a four-way and we add Strong in it?
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be killer. But let us know down in the comments. Check out our podcast. For those of you that can't watch videos all the time, you can listen to us every single week and get caught up on your wrestling during the weekend. Also, check out our extra videos over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable to W.
Like wrestling. where we're going to be posting some punishment videos here pretty soon. He's going to be putting some warheads in his mouth. He's going to be doing a promo that I've chose for him. And I'm excited to see how that comes together. Let us know what types of videos you want to see. Whether it's more discussion videos, review videos, trivia videos,
games, challenges,
yeah, stuff like that. Let us know over there. Let us know here. Let us know somehow what types of videos you want to see. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah for NXT.
Yeah.